Orhidelia, we wanted to have a lot of supports on the roof, because then the roof could be thinner and more light could come in, because we wouldn't lose space for the roof. It would be cheaper. Investor would be more happy. So we have. If you look the plan of Orhidelia, you see that there is a regular grid of triangles on the roof, and we have a lot of supports. But because down there we have a pools, we don't want to have this forest of columns down there. So we basically just combined these many supports and combined them in single supports on the way down. And this is how we came up with that kind of look. But of course, then all the roof is inclined, the pools are round, so then you have a lot of outer influences that shaped those columns, that some were meeting higher, some were meeting lower, some were trying to, and in the end you have some almost chaotic systems, but when you look at it in the plan, it's very regular triangle and grid and dense triangle and grid on the roof, and very rare triangle and reef on the bottom. So it's fairly mathematical.
And it sounds very natural, in fact.
Yeah, because this is how nature does stuff. It's also mathematical there. It's not, and now with computers, now we can help ourselves, because before that we would have to rely on feelings, because you pick some feeling from the surrounding and you try to implement it in your work. But basically now, with some programs that we have on our hands now, we can actually mimic that without waiting for evolution to happen, because we can do this now in terms of milliseconds. Try to make different versions of it. Try to find new ways of combine those kind of mathematical algorithms, and often you get results that really come as a surprise also to us. And this is what we then like to take as our starting point, and then of course reshape it. In Orhidelia there is glass and also this compressed wood, but without beams. Beams are gone here, because now it's again less of a building than it was in Sotelia. So we also inclined those walls, and we put every element that could remind you on column or something like this, like your conscience feels like a building out of it. So now it's just surface, which is inclined, which is not regular for you. In buildings you don't see inclined surfaces, that you would somehow combine it with the terrain. We also believe that architecture should be a bit witty. Every architecture, no matter what, either it's a courthouse, either it's a spa, either it's housing, whatever, it should have some small amount of wit, of humor, of something cheerful in it, so that the people that uses the building can embrace, because it makes them feel better. So we deliberately try to put some more. We try to break some restraints that are general, and we try to make some attempt to make something fresh and new and a bit lighter in our architecture. So, yeah, for example, in Orhidelia we decided that we will put pink water in it. You not swim in them, because basically you lie in this water. There is some massage going on. You have some waterfall over you. You have some river that takes you around the building. Basically, it's a very passive experience. It's not so active. And in our eyes, those are not pools. Those are flower bath. There is some slight change you can maybe not even realize, but you can feel it. There is something different about this pool than to the next one. And as I told you, we know this is a very edgy situation. You can easily go over the edge. Somehow we always get this response, okay, it is you made this, Enota made this, of course, it's unmistakably Enota. And we believe this is because of this process of work that we are using with those, as I speak on the beginning, by implementing that twist in approach, probably it stays with us to the end, to the final visual adaptation in the building. And this is something that we cannot lay our fingers on it, because we never know what to expect in the process, what will come to the end. But of course, obviously there is some combination of what materials can do, where you can stop, what the technology you're working for, something like this, that then places you in some kind of same or similar outcome at the end. So you could say that we have the style, although we don't believe in it. Those are not high-budgeted projects, and we have to be very careful. So we try to somehow make an equilibrium out of. We put some expensive tiles on some points that we make focus on that point, but on the other wall we leave bare concrete. Nothing put it on top of it. Nothing. So we play with this duality of a space.